Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Hurley. I'm your judge this afternoon. We're in first appearance court. Today is the day the court determines whether or not there's probable cause for your arrest. We're not here for a trial, so you don't need to tell us about your case. You don't need to explain yourself, defend yourself, make an excuse. Those things are not for today. They're better saved for your attorney in a private meeting. Remember, you have the constitutional right to remain silent. Utilize that right at all times, but if you give up the right to remain silent, whatever you say can and will be used against you. Everything's being recorded. Also, if you have a private attorney, when you called up, let me know who that is. We'll contact your attorney and let them know that you're in court. Now, Nathaniel Nelson, are you there? Nathaniel Nelson? Where is Mr. Nelson? Is he there? No? Okay, well, we don't have Mr. Nelson, and that's probably because his bond has been posted. So, just find probable cause and move that right along. Okay. Hey, we have Attorney Quinlan here in the courtroom, and
we're looking for him. No, he's looking for Nelson's bond.
She needs to.
Come on up.
She needs to.
Petite.
Court order from yesterday. Judge Gillespie. You're together back there? You're together. Which case are you hearing? Who is it?
He'll be now you don't have to pay.
Patrick Batista.
Main jail.
You've been charged with domestic battery. You want to step right up here?
Judge.
Yes, sir.
He does
Mr.
have family
Batista.
members here on his behalf. His cousin is here. He helps take care of his cousin, but his cousin is very shy and speaking in court. But he does have support from his community. Right.
Let's take it a step at a time. Court's going to find probable cause. How you doing, Steve?
Good afternoon, Judge. Ronald Honick on behalf of the state.
What's your last name, sir?
Honick, H-O-N-I-C-K.
Okay. Mr. Honick, does this defendant have a criminal record?
He does, Judge. This appears to be the fourth time he's been arrested for domestic violence.
Tell me about the other three.
Judge, the two were in 2009. Both were null prost with different victims. And then there was it was a 2010 strong-arm robbery with a battery resisting without violence, with a domestic violence injunction and petty theft, again with a different victim. He has two other cases in 2010, a robbery without weapon, a resisting without violence, and a 2013 petty theft criminal mischief.
2013 was what?
Petty theft and a count of criminal mischief, first degree.
Were the batteries dropped or did they stick or?
Judge, the batteries were null prost by the state.
Okay.
He has no prior convictions for domestic violence.
No.
No convictions, just arrests.
So now, could I have everyone raise their right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, put your hands down. I'm going to ask you to speak up, and I'm going to start with the woman, and just tell us your name and how you know Mr. Batista.
My name's Elena Sosa. Patrick Batista is my boyfriend.
Okay. How long have you known him?
A year and a half?
Do you have children with him?
No.
Okay. Okay, let me talk to the next gentleman. So what is your name?
Desmond Mueller, D-E-S-M-O-N-D Mueller.
And how do you know Mr. Batista?
That's my big cousin.
Okay, thank you. And your name, sir?
Owen Fowler,
How do you know Mr. Batista?
that's my cousin.
Okay, thanks for coming to court. Now, Mr. Miller, anything you want to say on behalf of Mr. Batista?
Judge, Mr. Batista is going to be hiring private counsel, so if the court wishes to inquire, I have no standing.
Got it. Tell me your name again, ma'am.
Elena?
Sosa?
Yes.
Okay, stand back up there so we can talk to you real quick.
You can go
Now,
out.
ma'am, I'm reading from the police report. It said he grabbed a hold of you and began to repeatedly punch you on the head. It says that you attempted to leave the home. He stopped you, grabbed you, brought you back inside, began to punch you again. It says here that you had scratches on your neck and face with a bruise on the right side of your head. It was covered by your hair. It says upon meeting with the defendant,
Protect your right.
Your Honor, just whenever the court's ready, I didn't mean to interrupt. Just a correction, Your Honor. 2010, the strong arm robbery case. He was convicted of strong arm robbery, domestic violence battery, violation of an injunction, and resisting without violence. He was sentenced to just over 20 months state prison. There was another strong arm robbery in 2010 that he was convicted of and sentenced to get the same prison sentence.
Got it. Okay. So, ma'am, is there anything you'd like to tell us today?
I told the state attorney I'm emotionally unstable right now, and we just haven't been doing good.
How
So
long has it been since you've not
just,
been feeling good?
I was pregnant, didn't have the baby.
I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am.
Yeah. So I've been up and down emotionally. We've been having arguments. Some of it I antagonize. So
Who called the police yesterday?
my neighbors, I didn't call the police.
Your Honor, I would note apparently a sworn statement was taken.
Understand.
Photos of the
But we don't know what the sworn statement says. It may mitigate everything. I don't know.
Your Honor, this officer's written a sworn report of what he's been told.
Understand.
Your Honor, he's been multiple women that have no connection, appear to have no connection with one another, have made various complaints about him committing violence against them, one of which he's been convicted of and sentenced to prison for.
Mr. Batiste, go ahead.
And now we have another woman that, according to a sworn report, and he admitted, according to this, he admitted when she tried to leave, he grabbed a hold of her. There's allegations that in the report that he struck her multiple times, repeatedly punched her on the head, and I really don't see anything that she could have done to make it necessary for him to do that.
Understand, ma'am, let me ask you, has there been any other bouts of violence in the relationship?
No, we're hot-headed people. We argue a lot.
What does he do for work?
It's kind of, I call it an independent contractor. He sells electronics, just anything,
Does he own his own house?
No, I lease an apartment and he stays with me.
Okay. Mr. Batista, do you have any money in the bank?
No, sir.
Okay, how long have you lived in South Florida?
All my life.
Okay, ma'am, he's been arrested now. This is the third arrest I see for domestic violence. Do you have four?
It's 4, Judge.
Okay.
I wasn't aware of that.
No, I know. This is the fourth time. He's gone to
Can I say
prison.
something over?
He's gone to prison for strong arm robbery, 2 strong arm robberies,
Hey, sir.
and violating an injunction in the past against different women. Yes,
Sir? When I went to prison on those strong arm robberies, that was the same day. They charged me those 2 at the same time.
I understand that. Thank you. Sir, ma'am, I'm going to set his bond today at $5,000. Mr. Batista, in order that you have no contact directly or indirectly with Elena Sosa, do not call her, do not text her, do not email her. Stay
Can I get a... Okay, sir, I can't afford $500, sir.
I understand that, sir. You are not allowed to have any contact with Ms. Sosa directly or indirectly. You're to stay 500 feet from her at all times. That is where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You are not allowed to possess guns, firearms, ammunition, any other weapon while you're on release. And the court has set your bond based on your criminal record, the facts of the case, and the court's concern for Ms. Sosa's safety. Ms. Sosa, thank you for coming to court today. All right, I want to thank the cousins. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Let's see, are you here?
Man, right up the middle,
outside
outside, have a seat.
Which one? What is the last name of the person you're here for? Mendez. A male or female?
Male.
Male. Missing Mr. Mendez.
Outside, have a seat, sir. I don't think so, Judge. He was on this morning, and it was a medical reset.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the one, what's his first name?
Louis.
That was the one we reset for tomorrow, right? We
Right.
reset that for tomorrow afternoon in this courtroom at 1:30.
They told us it was today at 1:30.
Okay, what do we have here? Mr. Is this Mann? Martin Mann?
It is, Judge.
Sir, violating probation on count 7. It's a release our warrant. Thank you. How
All right,
about,
you're good to go. Down the middle, out the door.
we're gonna skip,
Judge,
we're gonna skip Dixon. We'll come back to Dixon.
Judge, just for the record, Mr. Callahan called on behalf of Mr. McLaurin, and he's going to try to appear by phone this afternoon.
I've got that. Thank you. How about Jordan Nalian?
How do you say your name? Ilili. Say it.
Nalian.
Emilian, Judge.
Sir, do you
Emilian.
still live on 15th Street in Lauderhill?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Thank you.
Okay, look in the mail for a court date. Don't forget to come to court.
Sure, Judge. Okay. You see Jonathan Telford?
This morning's docket is reset.
Jonathan Telford.
He's at North Broward, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Hey, Mr. Telford. Sir, you have 3 cases that are open. Loitering, open container of alcohol. Sir,
Yes, sir.
I find probable cause. Let me ask you, sir, are you currently employed?
You want to go off Odyssey to get
No, I was in BARC. I finished BARC and I did IRT. I finished the program, and then I just turned myself in to one of the BSO officers,
Okay.
and she said I should be out within a day.
Well, do you have any money in the bank?
No, sir. I just got out of the program Monday. I was supposed to start work on Thursday with
Sir, this will work better if you answer my questions instead of continuing to talk, all right?
Yes, sir. I couldn't hear you.
Okay. Sir,
yeah.
can you afford to hire your own attorney?
Can I? I can't hear you.
Can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No, sir.
Would you like me to give you a free attorney, a public defender?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to appoint Mr. Shade to represent you. Mr. Shade is the attorney in the courtroom I'm in right now, all right?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Shade, the court would be willing to have this man, if he pleads, no contest to all 3 cases. Let the cases be resolved today. He'll be out of jail today, and he'll have to pay minimal court costs. We'll send him a bill in the mail. 6 months down the line, he'll have to pay.
Perfect.
What do you
I think that's good.
Okay, Mr. Telford, would you like to plead
Yeah.
no contest to these 3 charges today?
You can't look at me, you gotta look at the lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand you're not going to have a trial? The cases are over with right now?
Yes, sir.
How do you
Does that mean
plead?
I go home?
Yes, sir. How do you plead?
No contest,
Yeah,
correct?
I'll accept that with full adjudication on each count. Thank you.
Thank you.
How about Bakar Masri?
Main jail.
Mr. Masri, you are charged with 4 counts on municipal ordinance.
It made you walk around.
Panhandling on 1. Panhandling on 1. Panhandling on 2. Panhandling on 3. And loitering on 4. Court finds probable cause. Are there any priors on Mr. Masri?
Take your hands out of there.
I'm sorry, sir.
I'm
1
asking.
second, Mr. Messer.
Mr. Masri, how long have you lived in South Florida?
A good 7 years, 8 years.
Do you still live on 15th Avenue in Miami?
Yeah.
How long have you lived there?
The whole time I've been in Florida.
Is that a house or an apartment?
It's a rooming house.
Okay.
he had a domestic violence battery in March this year that was dropped. Another one, March of this year, Dade, that was dropped, another battery.
Okay, so he puts it up.
Orlando,
Okay, so it's gonna be
he had
on.
an MO case in Orlando. I remember that was 2014, 2013, trespass, drug paraphernalia, possession of cocaine.
Yeah, that was
2009, resisting without violence.
that was Rowley and Missouri.
Major?
Mr. Nasser, do you have any money in the bank?
Can you get here?
Yeah, we're gonna call for him.
No, sir.
Can you afford to hire an attorney?
This guy Collins.
No.
Would you like me to give you a free attorney?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. I'm gonna give you Mr. Shade. Mr. Shade, I'm gonna go ahead based on his criminal record. Thanks to the case of letting bond out. His bond's gonna be 100 on count 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
All right, thank you, Mr. Masri.
Just put him on
I
recall.
appointed an attorney for you. Your bond's $400. Thank you.
Got it.
I'll pass her.
No, you gotta go to.
Okay, Sean Collins.
Yeah.
Judge, that's a medical reset.
All right.
Go to saves. Go to charges.
Judge, do you want to go ahead and point Mr. Shade on this one?
I may. Mr. Shade.
Mr. Collins?
They medically reset. They medically reset. He said it.
Tomorrow or now?
All right, so we'll see if we follow that.
Whichever's fine. Whichever's fine, Judge. Whenever they can bring them back.
So I'll talk to him when I see him. I'll bring it back Wednesday PM, all right?
That's fine.
Number them also.
Okay, that's it for you.
Perfect. I'll be next door if you need me. Thanks, Judge.
You see, Luis
Thanks.
Narvez Feliciano.
Hey,
Main jail judge?
Sir, you have a bond on a battery charge from 2005, $25,000. Thank you.
Judge? No. Judge, we got to do something about this. It's a 10-year-old case. This guy's already been to prison and back. He's saying it's not even him. Can we do something about this $25,000 bond? I mean, this is a misdemeanor.
I just came home from prison on July
Let me
7th,
put it
sir.
this way. The judge who set the bond perhaps had a good reason for doing so.
The
It's a
judge who
battery
set the
case.
bond is no longer in the division, Judge.
Excuse me?
The judge who set the bond is no longer in that
Well,
division.
I don't know if they're there or not, but I'm just saying that when the judge put the pen to the paper, they probably
Okay.
had a good reason for doing so.
Judge,
So-
may I be heard, please?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. He gets it's a out of custody information.
Right.
He gets a summons. The summons gets returned, so he never received the summons. And then the judge issued a capias. Okay, this made it a $25,000 capias on a misdemeanor battery, Judge. I'm just asking the court to take a look at it.
I mean, I just came home July 7th of this year. I'm working my job. I'm taking care of my kids. I'm doing everything I have to do, and I just came home. NICS would not let me go if I had a warrant. How is this coming up? I got no idea. I just came home. I called my counselor. My counselor told me I got no warrant, and now all of a sudden I got a warrant. I just came home.
This is a domestic violence case.
I'm trying to be a productive
so we would ask that the
citizen to
bond
society, and I'm not
be kept in
getting.
place, Your Honor.
We're done.
Sir, I'm going to leave the bond at $25,000 today. Thank you. Conrad Jones.
Judge, Mr. Castillo is Mr. Jones' attorney. He asked if he would go forward today without his presence.
Good morning. How you doing, sir?
Hi, Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, you've been charged with DUI, second offense, license suspended, speeding, unlawful tag, expired motor vehicle registration. Now, the court's going to find probable cause, Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, how long have you lived down here in South Florida?
My whole life.
And let me ask you, you're a member of the Seminole tribe?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you live out on the Seminole Reservation?
Yeah, but my plan is to move to Jacksonville with my daughter because that's where they stay at now.
Okay.
So I can stay out of trouble.
Okay. Well, now go ahead.
Judge, the defendant is out currently on a $1,000 bond on a possession of alprazolam. Case number 15008250CF10A. That's the revoke.
So that's
I'm
for
sorry,
me to
Judge.
process.
15. What is it?
008250
Okay.
CF10A.
Okay. Sir, today the court's going to set your bond at $1,000 on count 1, and I'm looking here. You're currently driving. Well, you're driving on a refusal suspension. Granted, it's dated, but so I'm going to set your bond on count 2 at $500, and then court's going to revoke your bond on 15008250CF10. You're going to be held without bond. Thank you.
Good luck.
Go straight up the middle outside and have a seat, sir.
Mr. Jay Blongi. Isn't he also on the second look docket?
Conti, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Blongi.
How you doing? How you doing, Judge?
Good, sir. You're charged with theft, allegedly taking a Reese peanut butter cup valued at $1.29 from West Star gas station. Well, you know, I mean, granted it's a peanut butter cup, but I'm sure they have to run I'm sure they have to run a business and keep their candy stocked, and they can't have everybody just walking in and grabbing what they want. And you know, I mean, you know, if they're in business. So
I promise you, I try to get the least expensive.
well, yeah. Well, I guess that's the one way to look at it. All right. Does he have any criminal record?
Not no bad criminal record, sir.
Excuse me.
1 second, Your Honor, because I don't have his paperwork.
Okay.
No bad criminal record, sir.
Yeah, sure, got past her. It's your
Okay.
So were you working before you were arrested?
Let's get BSO picks up.
Oh, yes.
What type of work was that?
How do you spell his last name?
Time to time I do the labor for, but in the meantime,
Go back to saves.
lately I've been staying with my older brother. I had planned on going to the Marriott to go sign up again.
Because you're locked in.
That application. I actually have that in mind right now.
To go where?
To the Marriott hotel, to where I was working at, to go and sign in.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Search
So I
warrant.
can start working again.
Do you have his BCCN number, Judge?
It is, hold on.
He was arrested in 2014 for soliciting in public.
And I would pay that off in
What
less
is
than
it,
a
Judge?
week, too, sir.
Okay, I just want to hear what.
844-252. Sorry, I looked at BCC.
What's
Okay.
that? Anything else?
No.
Yeah, hold on, yes, I looked at that.
Resisting without violence.
Is that an ML case? Short BSO case?
You know what, these are
He might have
MOs,
gotten
you
an
know that?
MTA on it. I'm sorry, Judge?
These are MOs.
Are they? Well, that's probably why I don't have it.
Yeah, they're MOs. All right,
It's
sir.
city.
False name to illegal in ML?
It can be.
Huh?
It can be, yeah.
Hold on.
I mean, what'll end up happening because there's an equivalent state charge that would get filed as a state.
Let me see. Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're both MOs.
No, CO's county ordinance.
Is it county ordinance?
No. If it says CO, then it's county
Oh,
ordinance.
it's MOs, both MOs.
Okay. I was.
These are MO.
Okay.
City of Fort Lauderdale. Hey, Mr. Callahan.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing a lot better, but unable to make it in there. I'm sorry.
I got it. Hey, we've got one that you didn't know. Well, I don't know if you knew about it or not. Did you know about Jay Blongi?
Yes, I did. That was the petty theft case, I think.
Right. He's got a. Let me ask, Mr. Blongi, do you have any money in the bank?
My older brother is pretty good with this.
No. Do you have money in the bank?
No, not me personally, sir.
Can you afford to hire your own attorney?
Not at the moment, sir.
Okay. would you like me to give you a free attorney, a public defender to represent you today? He can
Yes,
help
sir.
you. He can help you for free. It's not going to cost you anything.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to appoint Mr. McLawrence, but it's going to be Mr. Callahan or Mr. McLawrence. Now, if the defendant wants to plead no contest today, Mr. Callahan will choose to do a withheld adjudication on both counts, and then he can, I'll give him 30 days to pay the Reese's peanut butter cup.
Does count two the false name charge?
Right.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that the defendant understands if he resolves this case today, if he's on probation for anything, it'll violate his probation. So if he wants to fight either of the charges, he should enter a plea of not guilty. But if he'd like to accept that resolution, that's his decision.
Let me ask you, Mr.
I was just concerned about the resisting charge, Judge, as far as giving a false name, because
Right.
it seemed to have been corrected by the time he got in there. But, if he wants to take the deal so he can avoid having to come back.
Mr. Blanche, if you'd like to plead no contest today and resolve your case today, you'll be out of jail today, and that'll be the end of it. You don't need to come back, you're not gonna have a trial, you're not gonna have your day in court. Would you like to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you on probation right now for anything?
No, sir.
Okay, well, would you like to plead no contest to these two charges and get the case over with right now?
Yes, sir.
How do you
Yes, I will.
plead? How do you plead?
No contest.
So I'll withhold adjudication. Good luck, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, Conti still has an MO from this morning.
Who's that?
Mr. Craig Carter.
Let me see, Mr. Carter.
He has a criminal mischief habeas, Judge.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
He's bond out. I think he might have other charges that are keeping him in custody. I'm not sure.
Mr. Mr. Carter, can you tell me what count 1 is on Mr. Carter? Please.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
yesterday I had a warrant for the VOP, but everything was been dismissed. And the only reason why I couldn't go home because of this situation right now. But the one with the window, it was my boyfriend, and it's already been paid for, and he told me I don't have to pay for it.
All right.
Well, Judge, I don't know if the court might want to consider RORing him because I don't know what the case is for.
Yeah.
It looks like it was a municipal. Oh no, it's just the municipal prosecutor filed an information, and that's why the case was issued.
So where are you going to be living when you get out of jail?
With my grandmother, sir, in Hollywood. That's why I resigned my probation at.
You're on probation right now?
Probation was being.
Yes, I've been reinstated yesterday. Everything has been dismissed with my warrant and my DOP.
Okay. Can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No, sir.
Would you like me to appoint an attorney for you on count 2?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to appoint Mr. McLawrence's office. I'm going to release the defendant on his own recognizance.
Judge,
Sir?
can you inform the defendant if he fails to appear for court that this could be a violation of his probation and
Right.
make sure he shows up to court on this?
Sir, you need to go to the clerk of the court tomorrow, contact the clerk of the court in Broward County and update your address, all right?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you have something to write with over there? Deputy, could you write something down?
Yes, sir.
His attorney is Mr. McLawrence, McLawrence.
MCW.
McLawrence. You ready?
Yes. Yes, sir.
954
954
318
318
1376.
1376. Yes, sir.
He's your attorney, all right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Always
Do you have anyone else that had Nguyen Hung or Hung Nguyen and Don Rowley?
How about Reginald Dick Nixon? Do you have
That was the other one I had here.
Do you have Mr. Nixon?
I believe that might have been.
Mr. Nixon's asleep right now. This is John Rowley. He's also a Fort Lauderdale case.
Okay, we're going to take care of Mr. Rowley now, all right?
No, that ain't Nathan. Wake up,
You're next.
Mr. Rowley.
Wake up.
Hello, Judge Hurley. Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
Mr. Rowley, you've been charged with 2 counts.
Is this a reset?
Municipal ordinance
Oh, don't worry
violations,
about it. It's a municipal
alcoholic beverage violations, Now, Mr. Rowley, do you have any money in the bank?
No, sir. I just been robbed.
Do you have any
I have.
money? Do you have any money in the bank?
No, I've been robbed. In 2010
Mr. Rowley.
and 2000.
Mr. Rowley, it's easier if you just answer my question.
No, sir.
There you go. Now, are you currently employed?
Yes, sir.
What type of work is that?
I work at the Port of Miami Tunnel Supervisor Security, the big tunnel project on MacArthur Causeway.
How much money do you make per week doing that?
Well, let's see, the money is finished now. The new contract starts February 28th. All of my money and the first job is
Do you have
gone.
any money to hire your own attorney?
No, sir, I don't, except for food stamp card.
Would you like me to give
I got
you
robbed.
Would you like me to give you a free attorney?
No, sir, I don't. I'd like to resolve it today.
Okay, you can resolve it, but it's up to you. I'll be happy to allow you to plead no contest and get the case over with. Do you
Yes,
want
sir,
me to
no
give you an
contest.
attorney to help you do this? Or can you go without
No,
an
sir,
attorney?
no contest.
All
No
right,
contest.
Do you need to sit down and talk to an attorney about this?
No, sir, no contest.
Okay, I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication. Good luck, sir, all right?
God bless you, sir.
Okay, now,
I'm sorry for you done going.
let's go to Reginald. Is this Reginald Nixon?
It is, Judge.
Sir, count one is a state charge of theft. Count two is a municipal ordinance case of theft. So he's got two thefts, one state, one municipal ordinance. The state case, he allegedly goes into Walmart, steals $52 worth. And in the county, the municipal ordinance case, I'm not sure of the facts on that, but he has a warrant out for not showing up in court. So it looks like he was supposed to be there October 15th. So October 12th, I'm sorry. So, sir, can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No, I was using a public defender.
Okay. Do you have any money in the bank?
Yes, my money just came on my card yesterday.
How much money is that?
That's 1,014. But the thing is, I was coming to court yesterday to find out about the.
Would you like me to appoint a? You're going to get the public defender on the state charge. Would you like me to give you another public defender for the city charge?
I like to go home. I like to go home.
You're skipping
today and come
ahead.
to
You're
court.
skipping ahead. I'm not asking you about that. I'm asking you, do you want an attorney on the city charge? The city charge, would you like me to appoint an attorney for you on that case?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to appoint Mr. McLawrence on that. Count one is 25, count two is 250. You can bond out. Thank you, sir. I appointed Mr. McLawrence on the count two.
Any chance of resolving this one, Judge?
No, two petty thefts in a row. I think he needs to go see his
Yeah,
judge.
but I was coming to court yesterday to find out about that on the 4th because I came to court on that.
Thank you.
And then when I found out that
Do we know when the original, when the municipal ordinance case came about?
That petty theft, I never
I don't know.
Information on the municipal ordinance showed that it was a public theft of merchandise.
Right. Okay. No, we're going to let it go to a trial division. Thank you very much, sir. We're going to move on. May I see William Beardsley?
Judge, we're going to ask for a mental health screen for Mr. Nixon, please.
Wait, who's asking for the minute?
Dale Miller, on behalf of Mr. Reginald Nixon, I'm asking for the court
got it.
to have a mental health screen,
Hold on.
please.
Did you put mental health on, order mental health screen on Mr. Nixon? Got it. Okay. So, may I see Mr. Beardsley, please?
Your Honor, Mr. Beardsley's a medical reset.
Okay, I'm going to reset him for Wednesday afternoon, all right? Right. Let me see. Advise William to stay out of the street and not approach vehicles at the light for money. William walked off the street and advised he understood. He had to stay out of the roadway. I pulled into Walgreens and watched him 2 minutes later walk back into the roadway and continue to panhandle by walking into moving traffic, knocking on windows of cars stopped at the traffic light. Taken into custody. Judge Hurley will let me go in the morning, and I will be right back out here. I quote. So,
question I have, Judge, is from the standpoint that the aggressive statute doesn't prevent people from panhandling. It prevents people from panhandling in certain designated areas, but then it requires there to be some type of input from the victim in regards to them thinking that he's the present person and he's not refusing to walk away when they say no.
What about, I tell you the truth, but what about when the police officer tells him not to go back out there and he goes back out there and does it again? All right. Okay, all right. We'll see you tomorrow, okay? Yes, sir. Take care. All right. Bye. So that's going to be Wednesday PM on Mr. Beardsley, PM. There you go. Okay, now. I see Mark Rhodes, Ivan Morales, and Malcolm Jenkins. Mr. Mark Rhodes, so you're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, count 1, count 2 and 3. You're on probation for trafficking in stolen property and burglary of a dwelling. Allegedly pointed a handgun at a man.
Excuse me.
Do we have any criminal record other than count 2 and 3 on this defendant? Mr. Miller, is there anything you want to say on behalf of Mr. Rhodes at this time?
Judge, no. Mr. Rhodes indicated he's going to be hiring private counsel on this one.
Okay, Mr. Rhodes, how long have you lived down here in South Florida, sir?
24 years.
Are you currently employed?
Yes, sir.
What type of work is that, sir?
No.
Excuse me?
What type of work do you do?
I work for a housing authority.
Do you have money in the bank at this time?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead, Steve.
Judge, he has no other criminal history in Broward. I also ran him for the whole state and no other criminal history.
Okay. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to set your bond on count 1 at $7,500. Count 2 and 3 are no bond holds. I'm going to order that you have no contact directly or indirectly with Jarvis Jordan, and you are not allowed to possess any handguns, any firearms while you're on release. Thank you. How about
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
But it was never no handgun involved.
Today's not your trial.
All right.
You need to share that with your attorney. Thank you. How about Ivan Morales?
I told you that.
You ain't tell me that.
Ivan Morales, you're charged with failing to report or register your name or address change as a sex offender.
That's correct, sir.
I know we have at least one issue of criminal record. Does he have any others?
Yes, Judge. 2011, possession of cocaine.
When is that?
2011, possession of cocaine adjudication. 2010, grand theft auto, arrest, but they did not proceed with that. And in 2007, possession of cocaine. I believe it was also an adjudication.
Got it. And then we have the original underlying offense, which was from 1998.
Do you have any?
I see New York.
Oh, is that where it's at?
Oh, yeah, state.
Do me a favor. Stamp the little stamp.
Got it. Okay, Mr. Miller, anything you want to say?
Judge, I did not get a chance to talk to Mr. Morales regarding his ties to the community, but I have no objection if the court wishes to inquire.
Mr. Morales, I'm not going to ask you where you live because I don't want you to incriminate yourself, but let me ask you this. Do you have any money in the bank?
No, sir.
Do you have the ability to post bond?
No, sir.
Okay, are you currently employed?
Yes, sir.
And what type of work do you do?
Painting and remodeling.
Okay, and do you have any family or friends here in Broward County who can help you bond out of jail?
No, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to, based on your criminal record, the facts of the case, I'm going to set your bond today at $5,000, and I'm going to order a pretrial release with the GPS monitor, and I'll make that level 2. You're allowed to work, but under the circumstance, I think it's a good idea that for the safety of the community, we know where you are. Thank you, sir. How about Malcolm Jenkins?
Try North Broward.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Judge, I'm going to ask for a mental health screen.
Okay, I'll order that. Mental health. Sir, you're charged with grand theft or resisting arrest, possession of cannabis, and no driver's license. Court finds probable cause. Do we have any priors on Mr. Jenkins?
Yes, Your Honor. He's currently out on bond, $2,500 in an open felony, case number 15012503 CF10A for a burglary of a dwelling armed. Grand theft.
Is that a filed case?
Yes.
Sure.
We looked at the information earlier.
Armed and grand theft?
All right, thank you.
Got it. Okay. Sir, I'm going to assume you have no money and excellent ties to the community. I see you're 18 years old. Right now you have an armed burglary that's open and a grand theft. And now you allegedly go commit a grand theft.
No, what? This is actual possession. Here, just type in his BCCN number.
Yes. Court's going to set your bond on count 1 at 1,000, count 2 at 500,
Go to that.
count 3 ROR, count 4
I gotta go back.
250. All right,
Never
sir,
found
you
it.
can.
Is that it?
Those are your bonds
Okay.
today. Your
So
bond's going to
here-
be
here, I'm
revoked
gonna show you how to
on
write it.
15
It's only
01
revoked the bond on
25
count
03
one,
CF10.
'cause that's the
You're going to be
count
held
you
without
bonded
bond.
on.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, are you appointing
All right.
us on both of these cases?
Let me ask, Mr. Jenkins, come on back real quick,
I
sir.
need a new order.
Mr. Jenkins?
Yes, sir.
Sir, do you have any money in the bank?
If you didn't tell you earlier,
Don't write it like that anymore.
no, a little bit, sir.
How much?
Unfortunately, he didn't
How
buy it
much
out
do you
on four
think?
counts, so I have to write a whole thing
Around
here about how it's gonna be
250,
remanded on counts
267 to be exact.
What kind of work do you do?
I work at Coles and I lawnmower houses.
Can you
I cut
afford to
grass.
hire? Can you afford to hire your own attorney?
Well, I'm hiring my own attorney for the burglary charge, but for this case, I might have to go with a public defender.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm going to appoint the public defender for both cases for you, and when you hire your own attorney, the public defender will come off the burglary case, and your own attorney will go on it. All right?
Thank you,
I
sir.
think that's the best way to protect you for the time being. All right?
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, and just for the record, we'll go ahead and invoke Mr. Jenkins' right to remain silent. Ask any law enforcement to talk to the public defender's office prior to having contact with my client.
Okay. Everton Murray?
15.
Mr. Murray, you're
Hey,
here
Jim.
you're here for burglary of a dwelling and grand theft. Court finds probable cause. State, do we have any criminal record on Everton Murray?
Yes, Your Honor. Petty theft and possession of stolen property valued $100 to $300 in 2014. No other history.
Okay. And
Judge, Mr. Murray is an 18-year resident of South Florida. He does have strong family ties. He's currently unemployed. He has no money in the bank. He has no real estate. He'll be asking his family to post bond.
the court read this earlier, and the court is concerned not only for the safety of Claudette Morrison, but also the safety of the community. I do note November 3rd, today, and it looks like this allegedly occurred somewhere in the 1 o'clock time frame in the morning. Defendant Murray entered the victim's home without permission by removing the front window and entering through the window. This is that was a bedroom window. There was a single female in the home. He allegedly found a laptop computer in the front bedroom. He was checking the rest of the home for valuables. He left a computer on the couch. When he walked through the home looking for additional items to take, the homeowner, Miss Morrison, was home in her bedroom the entire time and was awakened by this defendant being inside the home. Officers gave loud verbal commands, and Murray stuck his hands out of the same window that he came in through. And he was saying, allegedly, she called the police from her bedroom while Mr. Murray was still in the home. She advised she does not know Murray and never gave him permission to enter the home. So, the court very concerned about the safety of the community. A single woman in her home with Mr. Murray allegedly climbing through a bedroom window. So, the court's going to set your bond on count 1 at $50,000, count 2 at $1,000, based on the facts of this case. Your criminal record, you're going to have $51,000 worth of bond. You're going to have pretrial release with a GPS monitor. I'll waive the cost. That'll be a level 2. Sir, you're not allowed to have any contact with Claudette Morrison directly or indirectly. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Good luck.
So they get these bodies, because after the committee, they will come down and get another 230. Yeah.
Okay, may I see Jeffrey Mosley?
Jeffrey Mosley is present at the main judge. He does not need the public defender.
Mr. Mosley, you're charged with battery.
Yeah, they beat me. They beat me too, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
They beat me. They beat me too. So I want to try to handle this a different way.
I understand. Battery on a police officer, count 1. Drug paraphernalia, count 2. Resisting arrest without violence on 3. Resisting arrest with violence, count 4. And then count 5 is a warrant on a pretrial felony. So, I'm gonna
Mental
ask-
health as well, sir. If you could put it into mental health court. I already have the my first one on mental health court, the
Yes,
petty
sir.
theft.
I understand. State, this is Mr. Jeffrey Mosley.
Yes, Judge.
I want to know if he's got priors, but I want you also to understand that Mr. Jeffrey Mosley has been known as James Thompson, Dragon Mosley, Jeff Butcher, Thomas Grant, Steve Thomas, and Slim Mosley. Those are the AKAs we have.
Judge, I'm showing in Broward, under the James Thompson alias, a 2005, possession of cocaine, adjudication, possession or use of drug paraphernalia, adjudication, resisting without violence, adjudication. Judge, I'm also showing an open, it appears to be a petty theft, but it's showing as a no bond on a warrant violation of pretrial.
Sir, do you have any money in the bank?
No, sir.
Can you afford to bond out?
No, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and set your bond on count 1 at $2,500. Count 2 and 3 are 100. Count 4, I'm going to set that bond at 1,000. You're going to be held without bond on count 5. All right? Thank you.
Big knot.
You can go outside and have to be. No, that's right there. Right there.
Let's see Earl Mignot, Youssef Hemorrhow, Noel Ramirez.
Line up, guys, when he calls your name.
Earl Mignot, aggravated battery, sir. The
Line
court
up,
finds
sir,
probable cause.
That means behind
Steve, we have a criminal record on Mr.
No.
Mignot.
Behind
Your Honor,
one line.
I'm showing a 2015 arrest for disorderly conduct and resisting without violence, which was declined, but no other history.
That's it?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Miller, anything you want to say?
Judge, Mr. Mignot is a 34-year resident of South Florida. He currently works at Broward North Hospital. He has been doing patient care there for about 1.5 years. He does have some money in the bank. He is a registered voter. He does not own any real estate. He intends to self-bond.
Okay.
Am I supposed to?
Sir, based on the level of violence, facts of the case, court's going to set your bond at $7,500 today. In order that you have no contact directly and indirectly with Natasha Tiratahi, no contact with her directly or indirectly. Stay 500 feet from her at all times. That is where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere between. You're not allowed to possess guns, firearms, ammunition while you're on release. The court set your bond based on the level of violence and the court's concern for the safety of the alleged victim. Thank you. Missy? Yes.
Him.
Yeah, I am. All right, I'm going to appoint a guardian ad litem. Oh, sorry. All right, Mr. Hamarai. You know what? Bring that Could you bring the last gentleman back, please? Give me that. I didn't tell him to stay away from the alleged victim. I need to do a stay away.
I think you did tell them to stay away.
Did I? Did I tell him no contact?
Yeah, he did. He said no contact.
You're right. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. You want to do it again?
Right, no. My mistake. I'm sorry. Apologize. Probably need a swig of water here. All right. Sorry about that, Mr. Miller. Oh, well. Okay, here we go. Well, I hate to create confusion over here. Where's Hamarai?
Yes, sir.
So you're charged with robbery and grand theft.
Ramirez.
Quick finds probable cause. Followed the victim, punched him in the face, and took his pants, his shirt, and sneakers. Okay. Go ahead. Does this gentleman have a criminal record?
Yes, Your Honor. Starting most recently, he was arrested for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, which was subsequently declined. 2012, he was arrested for a violation of domestic violence injunction, which was null prost. 2010, possession of cocaine and possession of cannabis, both dismissed. 2011, DUI, adjudication. 2010, battery, null prost, resisting without violence, declined. 2009, battery, null prost, no other history.
So essentially, we have a DUI.
Correct. That's what I see. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Miller. Anything you want to say?
Judge, I did not get an opportunity to talk to him if the court wishes to inquire.
Mr. Is it Hamarai?
Yes, sir.
What do you do for work?
No, actually, I'm not working right now.
How long have you lived out here in South Florida?
Where's your ring down?
16 years.
Do you have family here?
Were all these dropped?
I have just my kids and my wife, but I'm separated.
How many children do you have?
I have 3 kids.
How many?
I have 3 kids, Your Honor.
How old are your children?
I have 12 years and 9 years and 7 years.
Look, you can do whatever you want. I just think. Drop. Oh.
Okay.
At least.
So the court's going to set your bond today on count 1 at set your bond at $5,000 on count 1. Count 2 is at $1,000. Your total bond $6,000. Based on the level of violence, the facts of the case, you're not allowed to have any contact directly or indirectly with Giovanni Alonzo or Alonzo Giovanni. No contact with him directly or indirectly. Stay 500 feet from him at all times. Thank you. How about Noel Ramirez?
$6,000 bond.
Noel Ramirez. Sir, same thing, robbery. You allegedly, this last gentleman robbed a man of his pants for his wallet and a LG cell phone. Count 2, grand theft. Count 3 is a county ordinance.
Judge,
go ahead.
I apologize. Was he ID'd by the victim in the case? I mean, it's an argument I should have made for the previous defendant too. But it just like 4 or 5 sentences, it makes remarks that they did this, defendant and accomplice. I'd like to have a little bit more facts, and were they ID'd by the victim in the case?
Fine, we can come back, Judge.
I would ask the same for, and I apologize, it wasn't timely from Mr. Hamaruki.
I'll bring both back. In the meantime, does this man have any criminal record?
No, Judge.
No. I'm gonna set this man on count 1 at $4,000, count 2 at $1,000, count 3 at $100. I'll let him bond out, but if not, we'll reset. We're gonna reset this case for Wednesday p.m. and the prior gentleman, Wednesday p.m. also. All right? Thank you. How about Bernard Lomax, Van Circus, Brandon Bryant, and Christoph Young? Bernard Lomax.
Main jail.
Main jail.
Lomax.
He must be sleeping. Do you want to do Mr. Circus?
Yeah, Mr. Circus, you're here for possession of heroin, disobeying a light, license suspended. You have an out-of-state hold on count
That's not Lomax. Step
4
back, sir.
for $100,000. That's out of Texas for an aggravated robbery. Count 1, 1,000, and count 4 is going to be 100,000 out of Texas. Thank you, Bernard Lomax.
Is that 100,000 be posted in Florida?
Yes, sir. You can post it here.
You know, I told him the same thing, Judge, and he just didn't believe me.
Well,
Off you go.
Go ahead.
This is Mr. Lomax, Judge.
Judge.
Mr. Lomax, could you move your hair so we could just see your face? There you go.
Judge, I've been noticing a lot on the PCs, and the court will probably find probable cause that a lot of these FLACA cases, the police officers are just going up and saying, "Hey, do you mind if I search you?" And all these consents given. I'm finding it troubling that it's just a lot of people are just. I mean, it just doesn't seem reasonable. That a lot of people are just saying, "Go ahead, search me," having
Judge,
FLACA
well,
on them. I mean, just
how many times, and I've seen it hundreds of times. How many times does public defenders and the judge tell people not to talk about their facts of their case in this very room, yet they walk up to that podium and start talking about the facts of their case?
Judge, court's probably going to find probable cause, more likely than not. I'm seeing a troubling trend that, like, all these people are just, "Oh, go ahead, search me. Oh, by the way, I have these pills on me. Here, take this, take that." I mean, just...
It's basically, we've all been, that's been hashed and rehashed for the last, that same situation has been hashed and rehashed since Gary versus Ohio. No, I know.
Noticing this trend. Out of here. I know it.
Okay. Bernard Lomax, you've been charged with possession of PVP. Are there any priors on Mr. Lomax?
Yes, Your Honor. 2011, possession of cannabis with intent to sell. Adjudication. No other history.
All right, Mr. Lomax, are you currently employed?
No, I actually had a job interview today.
Okay. Do you have any money in the bank?
Slightly.
How much do you have in the bank?
Like 1,500.
Oh, really? Okay, well.
See, that's why I'm kind of hurt by the situation. Because I'm already homeless and on the street. Okay. And the clothes I had on wasn't my clothes, so it was hard for them to believe that that wasn't my clothes.
I understand, sir. All right, your bond's going to be $1,000 based on the facts of the case and your criminal record. Thank you. How about Brandon Bryant?
He's president of the main judge.
All right, Brandon Bryant.
It's okay.
Sir, possession of a weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon, license suspended. You have a probation violation at the end. So, give me a quick moment here. It has an ID card. Currently, the ID card is suspended for failing to pay traffic tickets on the ID card.
What you doing, sir?
So the court's you're on probation right now for grand theft of a vehicle. I'm gonna order count 1. The bond is gonna be $2,500. Count 2 is gonna be $250, and then ROR on 3 and 4.
Are there any other?
And then what we're gonna do is on count 5, you're gonna be held without bond on the violation. Thank you. May I see Christopher Young? Christopher Young.
Conti.
Okay, violation of parole on count 2.
Yes, sir.
That's a no bond hold, parole hold, Department of Corrections. Florida Commission on a Vendor Review, I've got it right here. Got it. Okay, sir, thank you. No bond.
Judge, before we get too far down the road, if you could, if the court would please order Mental health screen for Van Circus and Brandon Bryant, please.
Okay. Thank you. What about Eric Phil Howard?
Main jail.
Phil Howard, possession of PVP. Court finds probable cause. Steve, do we have any criminal record on this defendant?
Judge, a DUI in 2005 adjudication. No other.
All right. Mr. Miller, anything you want to say on behalf of this defendant?
Judge, 1988. He's been a resident here since 1988. He does have family in South Florida. Currently unemployed, but he is a registered voter. He has no money in the bank or real estate. He's going to be asking his family to bond him out. We're seeking a pretrial release on this.
All right. Sir, do you still live at 48th Place in Deerfield?
Yes, sir.
How long have you lived there?
I lived there 8 years. My son has been born, and I've been there ever since.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have to report to pretrial release tomorrow between 8 and 4. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to leave his bond at 1,000, order PTR pending. If he can come up with another address he can live at, then we'll let him out. He's going to have monitoring weekly. And thank you, sir. I'm going to take about a 2-minute, maybe more, 5-minute break. I'll be right back, all right? Missy Frank Lou.
Conti.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, Mr. Lou.
How you doing, Judge?
Doing well. Let me look here. Criminal mischief. Mr. Lou, give me just a quick comment.
You're right, there's only two. She, I don't think so. Well, maybe. Let me just check something. Maybe it was. You're probably right. No. The only felony second look was Hakeem Hyatt.
Yeah, that's just the state copy. You probably next or something.
Okay. Do you have Mr. Lou's police report over there? Mr. Lou, how come you haven't bonded out of the jail yet?
Your Honor, I can give you the $100 if I get out. I think I got it on my card.
You know, Mr. Lou, you got to bond out before you get out of jail, not after you get out. So.
Yeah, it's just I think I have it on my ATM card.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Here. Picking up a rock and throwing it at the victim's Honda Accord, causing a dent to the side. He observed. Right. Okay. All right, Mr. Lou, I'm going to go ahead and let you go see your trial judge over this. Thank you very much, all right?
Can I give you the $100, Your Honor?
Give
Is
me?
there any way I can get
You're gonna get
the courts, you know, to bail out?
Sure. If your bond's $100 and you can give them the 100, I'm sure they'll let you out of the jail.
Who do I talk to? The deputies or?
Yeah, I would talk to the deputy, the person who's in charge of bonding. All right,
Does he need an order? Is your money in your property?
Yeah, my wallet.
Judge, would the court sign an order to allow him to have
I'll
access?
let him go to his wallet. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Get you got there.
Right. Okay, now may I see, I guess that's it for the misdemeanors, right?
Yeah, we could just go through the felonies. I'll just tell you what's going on while we.
Okay, go ahead.
Who do you want first?
How about Sam Moreland?
Okay, Sam Moreland has not been filed. It's our law.
Sam Moreland, see ya.
Main jail.
Mr. Moreland, you're going to be released on your own recognizance today, all right? Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, go ahead. How about Jordan Kane?
Jordan Kane has not yet. Well, here, one moment, Judge. I wanted to see some. I wanted.
Jordan Kane.
Okay. Okay. This is count 4. Yeah. It's gonna be. It hasn't been filed yet. It is going to be filed, so he should be on notice. He's in custody at a minimum till November 12th because he pled out a case, possession in PvP.
So you're going to be released from custody on this case today, this case of delivered PvP 1501-2903 CF10. Now I understand you're being held on something else. We're not going to do anything about that today, but I'm going to let you go on this, all right, sir?
That clears us to the main judge. May I be excused?
Sir, thank you.
And Your Honor, well, we got 2 more.
Okay, so Aro is hereby. Okay, what about Douglas Scott?
Your Honor.
Conti.
Got it.
Your Honor, the defense filed a motion for release. However, even looking at the motion to release itself, it states that he was arrested October 13th.
Right.
So we're not at the 33rd day yet.
Okay. Okay, sir, I'm going to send this to your trial division. Thank you, Mr. Scott. Our order here is going to be denied.
Gonna go Bravo 7.
What's your name, sir?
This computer.
Hakeem Hyatt.
Okay, what about Hakeem Hyatt?
Your Honor, this is second look. Are you kidding me?
Mr. Hyatt, how long you've been in jail now? How long?
No, it's.
Yeah? Mr. Hyatt?
I'm sorry, sir.
Okay, how come you haven't bothered out of jail yet, sir?
I can't deal with this.
Mr. Hyatt?
I'm sorry, sir.
Do you have family here in town?
Keith, I need you to turn your computer back on.
I have family, but
And I need you to log yourself in, please.
I guess they don't have the money right now, sir.
Okay, Mr. Hyatt, Your Honor, this is the situation. Yesterday, we received a call back from his mom, Ms. Mays, indicating that she will not be posting a bond for him. He cannot reside with her. This is not.
I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm sick of this.
However, his sister.
I don't know the number. I can't.
He can reside with her.
What do you want,
but
saves?
he must find a
I
job.
need saves. I need multiple.
Does he have a criminal record, though? Do we know?
I think so.
Does he?
Who's this? I'm sorry. Peter.
Hyatt, Hakeem Hyatt. His
This is like
charges
the second time since
possession of cannabis,
last Friday. I'm having issues with my mouse. Who came down on Friday? Bernie came down and fixed it on Friday, but it's having the same issue. It's like disappeared, like the cursor. I don't know if it got disconnected or what. But here's the thing. We're gonna be. Here's the thing. We're gonna be leaving court in a few minutes. So I was hoping that someone can meet us down here tomorrow morning.
it was a burglary, possession of burglary tools that was dropped.
Okay.
Any theft that was dropped, he was convicted from unlawful possession of another's ID misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Withheld possession of cannabis less than 20 grams, withheld possession of drug paraphernalia, withheld of trespass.
Hi, who am I speaking to?
Record, Your Honor.
Hey, Danielle, this is Eric in the magistrate courtroom. I'm having issues.
Let's go to your
Bernie came
division
down
judge.
Friday 'cause
Thank
I was having
you.
issues with my mouse.
I'm sorry,
I'm having
sir?
issues again with
You're gonna
the-
go see your division
cursor's
judge.
gone.
You go see your judge.
Not working.
Hereby.
My divi-
No. Desktop. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Here's the problem. I don't know where to
That's
plug
a wrap,
something out.
everyone. Am I correct?
If you come down here, you'll see there's a million
Okay, we'll
wires.
see
I
everyone
have
back
no
here
idea.
tomorrow morning. We're out from 2:35. Thank you.